Hello, welcome back to our channel. We are super excited to bring you this video of our 5 favorite beaches in the south of Lombok.
We spent about 2 weeks on the island and we travel all along the coast from east to west, and these are our favorite 5 beaches on the island. Starting with number 5.
Bellano Beach. Now, when we were doing our research, this showed up as the most beautiful beach in Lombok, but we actually have to disagree, and we will explain why. This beach is about a 20-minute scooter ride from Kuta. The road is paved for most of the drive, so it's pretty easy to get there either by scooter or by car. And this beach is known for being a good spot for beginner surfers. By that we mean it's just kind of whitewashed small waves. So if you are an intermediate surfer or you catch green waves, this is definitely not the surf spot for you. The sand is really white, the water is really blue. You can rent day beds on the beach as well. There's a couple of warongs and a couple of surf schools too. Now, the bad about this beach, what we found was that there was a lot of plastic trash, both on the beach and actually in the water as well, which was pretty bad. We had to walk around and clean up some plastic while we were there. And we think that it's mostly because of the surf schools and the warongs and the tourism there. So if you do go, please bring a bag, pick up after yourself, but also pick up a little bit of extra trash.
What we like about this beach, it was like really accessible and it was like really family friendly. There were a lot of local. It's really popular in the local crowd, and there are warungs and there are like day bed, and it's really relaxing environment. We didn't really like the plastic. There was a lot of plastic, especially in the water, which makes like the whole vibe like a little bit like off.
Sad.
Yes, sad. You almost want to spend more time cleaning up the beach and the water than relaxing and enjoying. So this is why this is our least favorite beach. Moving to number 4, Maui Beach.
This beach is accessible via a scooter or a car. Again, it's about a 30-minute drive west of central Kuta area. For the most part, the road is paved and the end is a bit of a dirt road. You kind of have to access the beach through farms, so it can be a little tricky to find. But this dirt road is super flat and really easy, especially if you don't have a lot of scooter driving experience. On the beach, there are a couple of warongs. There are some day beds that you can rent for about $5 Australian for the day. It's a bit of a bay shape. You'll find wild animals like goats and dogs and chickens on the beach. And there were a lot of children there selling bracelets and stuff as well. Now, the sand is white and the water is blue, but we found this was not a really great beach for swimming because the waves were quite dumpy the day we were there. We hung out with the kids and bought some bracelets. Definitely bring some cash for them. All the kids kind of speak different languages. We showed them some cash from around the world, which they really love. So if you have any foreign cash, they do collect that. So it was kind of a very chill, family-friendly vibe, and not a lot of people on this beach at all. It was pretty empty.
What we like about this beach is definitely was way more cleaner than the other. There were like warongs, and it was nice to be like in a shaded day bed and having like some coconut, fresh coconut or like a meal. And it was fun and exciting, like to talk to the kids. They were super interested in speaking our languages. Most of them knew like 3 or 4
more languages than us.
Yeah. I told them I was Italian. I was trying to speak Italian, and overall it was like a really nice and relaxing beach.
Still quite a local vibe as well. Not a lot of people there. So if you really want to go have a beach to yourself, this is a nice one to go to.
Moving to number 3, the famous Pink Beach.
So this is a very famous beach. However, it was not that crowded when we were there in Lombok. It's famous for its kind of pink sand color because there's all these little bits of pink coral in the sand. However, the sand is more white than pink, which we're not going to complain about. The road to get there is a bit tricky. So you do have to drive about an hour and a half from Kuta. Most of the road is paved, but there's a good part at the end, which is dirt and quite rocky. You do pass a lot of wildlife as well. You go through some farmland. But the reason it is number 3 and not number 1 is because the road is quite difficult. especially if you don't have a lot of scooter driving knowledge. However, it's absolutely worth the drive. We went early in the morning, which we were happy about because we were the only ones on the beach for a couple of hours. Something to keep in mind about this one is that there's not a lot of stuff around. So there's one warung, which is very limited and not so great, honestly, food. So if you're going to go, we definitely recommend bringing some snacks and some cold drinks because it is quite a drive to get there and back. So you will be, away from the house for quite a few hours. The water is super blue here. It honestly feels like you're in the Maldives or some kind of paradise. Beautiful white sand beach, so it's definitely a must-see if you are visiting Lombok.
This was Sasha's favorite beach, and honestly, it was probably the prettiest that we've seen.
Definitely.
We only placed this number 3 because the road to get there it was like a little bit tricky. It was 1 hour 45 minutes east of Kuta, and the last part I think it was only about 2 or 3 kilometers, but was really rocky.
It took like half an hour or
Yeah,
something.
it took a lot of time to do just the last bit.
Yeah.
On the beach, like yeah, you feel like you are in paradise.
It's like you're in the Maldives or Tahiti. It's definitely a must see. It's a beautiful beach.
Yeah.
But if you're not super confident on a scooter, like I would never drive a scooter there. We almost fell over a couple times, and
Yeah.
Stefano is a really good scooter driver. So if you are not comfortable on a scooter, I would book a private tour or a group tour from Central Kuta, which there are lots of agencies around town you can find to book that.
And again, we ended up there without knowing that there was no warung there or just one. And yeah, we basically ended up starving for the day. We didn't want to leave because it was such a beautiful place.
It
But
was
on the
worth
other,
it.
yeah, on the
The
other
starving
hand,
was worth it.
we were like, yeah, starving. The lady only had chips and some like soft drinks and something like that, not much. This is the only reason why it's number 3. Moving to number 2, Maui Beach.
So this is a renowned surf spot, and again, it's about 30 minutes drive west of central Kuta. It's actually before Salong Balanak, but the road to get there is a little bit dicier, so it takes a little bit longer to get there. Again, it's a dirt road. It goes for quite a while, a couple of kilometers. It's pretty rocky, and it's kind of sketchy with 2 people on the scooter. But once you're there, it's totally worth it. This beach is absolutely beautiful. You're surrounded by nature in this kind of horseshoe bay cove. And really only surfers make the effort to come here because it is a little bit of a mission to get here. So it's pretty quiet and the surfer laid back vibe is there. There's a warung which has some shady areas and some meals and drinks as well. And the surf is mostly for shortboarders. So if you're a longboarder, this is probably not the spot for you. It's a reef break and it's quite a fast wave, so it's better for shortboarding. We didn't surf, we just hung out on the beach for a few hours. We love that there's some trees around for shade, and the ocean is absolutely stunning here. So definitely a must visit if you're in Lombok.
We definitely like the vibe on this beach. It was like really remote and really tropical. It was nice to see the difference of the color between the blue of the ocean, the white of the sand, and the green surrounding all the bay. That was like really like, yeah, remote and tropical. The water was amazing. And it was also nice, especially for me using the drone to check like the surf and see like all the people surfing. It was like really fast wave left. But yeah, it was overall, it was like the whole place was really beautiful.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a remote, kind of by yourself, out of the way feeling beach, which we like.
Totally different from all the other beaches that we checked. So yeah, this is like personally my favorite for place and environment. Moving to our favorite number 1, drum roll.
Tanjung on Beach. We went here almost every day for 2 weeks. We couldn't get enough of it. We went there for various reasons, all times of the day. Absolutely a must-do in Lombok. This is a pretty popular beach around Kuta. It is very renowned for its surf, for the white sand, for the vibe at the warungs, for the beach swings on the sand as well. It is a pretty popular beach and all for good reason. The drive is about 20 minutes east of central Kuta. It is mostly on a paved road. The end is a little bit of a dirt road, but there's nothing bad about it. This would be the easiest beach to get to if you're on a scooter yourself. You'll pass some local wildlife, as always in Lombok, and there are warongs with beach chairs and umbrellas that you can hang out in and enjoy the day. The food at the warongs is actually quite good and healthy as well. And at night, it does have a little bit of a party vibe, especially on weekends. So if you're looking to party in Kuta, you could come here on the weekends. We came here, however, most of the time for surfing. We surfed almost every day at Tanjong On. The surf was really consistent for beginner to intermediate level. We rented surfboards right at the Warong, and you can also rent a boat to take you out. You don't want to paddle out because it's about 800 meters of paddling, so you just grab a boat from one of the warongs to take you out, and then they'll pick you up if you're lucky too. The food was good. We had fresh coconuts. They have lots of drinks. There was music playing in the afternoon, and it's a really popular sunset spot as well. We came for sunset one day as well and had a great time. Overall, this is just an absolute must-visit beach. There are a couple things you can do on the beach as well. There's like a day spa. You could get massages. So you could really hang out here from sunrise to sunset and have something to do.
We honestly were stoked by this beach, and we went pretty much every single morning for surfing. So in the morning we were going Tanjungan, and then in the afternoon exploring another place. This was a must do every day for us. We went for surf, and a couple of times we went for sunset as well. But yeah, the whole vibe in the Highland, there is a lot of people from other countries, and the vibe is like really like fun and
Really
friendly. Yeah, the warongs offer different variety of food, a different variety of services.
It's just an easy place. So you can rent a surfboard from right on the beach. All you have to do is carry it to the boat. You go out, they bring you back. Then you can eat your meals there and have your drinks or your breakfast. They'll take photos of you in the surf with drones and cameras that you can buy as well. So it's like everything you need is just beach. Right there.
Yeah. That's why this is our favorite beach in South of Lombok. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.
Give us a thumbs up and a like if you did enjoy it to support our channel. And if you are not already, please subscribe to our channel to see future videos like travel vlogs and recommendations like this one. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.